What's up, everybody? Happy Victory Monday, September 26th. I don't think I'm going to play that song too many times this year, so I'm going to enjoy it when I have the opportunity. You guys, we have a lot of great stuff for you today. Great stuff from Steve Pincus at Nokia, great stuff from Albert Chester with Comcast, and then great stuff from yours truly on an ACP goldmine for opportunities for your store. We'd like to get these calls start promptly at noon, so thank you for being timely and hopping on. With that said, Steve, I see you're online there. I will pull up your deck, and I am ready to get started whenever you are. If you guys can confirm, you can see my screen.
We've
Looks
got you.
good. Thanks, Adam.
All right.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. As promised, wanted to make it formal this week instead of a technical rush last week. So appreciate everybody's patience. Looking forward to reviewing quickly the devices, but more importantly, we've got some very exciting programs starting from Nokia for you this Saturday, October 1st. So before, actually, without further ado, let's go to the next slide, please. All right, so this is just a quick reminder on Nokia C200. And this actually goes for both devices, a G100 also. The way we're running the devices, it's a clean Android, meaning you don't have the overlay. It's much smoother. You don't have the freezing. Much more available memory on our devices versus anything else you've got in your store. So we're using under 10 of the 32 gig. Competitors typically are using 16 or 20 right out of the box. You've got a 6:1 display, which is the most popular sold in the world of display sizes, believe it or not. As we mentioned, the 3x32 memory, a great 2-day battery and 4,000 milliamp. You've got security and face unlock. And the last thing you'll see on both Nokia devices is you've got a full polycarbonate finish on the back of it. So it's not a cheap plastic, it's more durable, etc. So you've got that great device at $119 on retail, $59 on pick, or sorry, free on pick, $59 on new. So go to the next one, I think it's G100. Thank you. So here we step it up on 6.5. You've got this in the stores now. You've got a nice octa-core processor, so even faster based on a better processor in the device. That's why it costs just a little bit more. 6.5 on the screen size, similar memory, but a better battery, not just 5,000 milliamp, but it's also fast charging. So again, on this one, $139 on SRP, $99, which is a magical new price, and free on pick, which we all love that as well. But again, clean Android in this one as well. So it's just going to run much faster, much smoother. Go ahead, the next one. I went over the prices, so we'll be good on that. I was actually ahead on that, saving some time. All right. So hopefully everybody on this call is registered on Nokia Mobile Academy. That is our portal, so it's not an app technically. You can get to it from your phone or your laptop. It does not matter, but that's how we run all the Nokia programs. So that's previously what we used for the t-shirt. Hopefully some of you did that and are wearing that nice soft Nokia Boost Mobile t-shirt now. That's what we've been doing this month for our double points on the Learn and Earn. But most importantly, the reason I'm really bringing it up again is to get you ready for this Saturday, October 1st, for what we're going to call our Cell Learn and Earn. That is the QR code there, so you can take a picture of that if you're not registered. It's a very easy registration. If you have any trouble, just let me know. I'm more than happy to help you with that. But let's go to the excitement of the program itself. Here we go. So to boost your sales, and this will start on Saturday, all your sales starting Saturday for the month of October. This is for anybody that sells. So it could be the rep. If you're the manager and you sell, that's great. If you're the DM and you actually made the sale, you count as well. So it's whoever actually made the sale to the customer. For either Nokia device, the C200 or the G100, it's a $10 spiff per device. Now, there is a couple qualifiers to get the money. So first and foremost, in Nokia Mobile Academy, you've got to complete the C200 and the G100 trainings and pass a quiz. A lot of people have completed the C200, maybe not as many on G100, but go ahead and get that done. It just takes you a few minutes. No big deal there. You've got to log your sales, obviously, once you make the sale. And that's a very easy process. It'll take you about 30 seconds because you got to get the IMEI in there so we can check that later just to verify. And to get paid for the month, you've got to sell a minimum 5. That's really like 1 per week. We're not asking much here. So minimum 5 to get paid. The maximum payout's $100. It'll get paid on an e-MasterCard. So it's a quick payout, really easy to get it to everybody. So it's a very simple program. Got to complete the trainings, sell a minimum 5, and obviously log those sales in Nokia Mobile Academy, and then you'll be all set from there. So I'm super excited to get this for you for the month of October to boost your sales, as we're calling it. But $10 a box is very, very generous. So again, if you're selling the phones, a lot of money there. If we have a dealer owner on the call, there's a separate program you're going to be hearing from your DCI representatives about. There's money on the table for you as well. So we got both sides covered from Nokia for the month of October. Any questions on the SPIF or anything related to it for the month of October? All right, you've got an early preview on it. This will be in the buzz this week, so anybody that's not on the call will get a copy of this and you can download the flyer. I'll also be sending out an email blast later in the week, but I wanted you to have a preview of this now. So if you don't do the ordering for your store, make sure you tell whoever that is they need to get more in stock because you want to sell for the month of October. You want it ready for Saturday, and I think you've got an SSI weekend as well. So great opportunity to leverage some of the Nokia sales into SSI, and then make sure you have enough inventory so you can make some money as well as your dealer owner can make some money as well from Nokia in the month of October. I think that was the last slide, Adam, unless there's any questions. Yeah, we can. Yeah, don't worry about that one. But yep.
All good.
Any questions from anybody? Any feedback? What do you guys think? $10 a phone's very generous.
It's awesome, Steve. We'll be pushing it on our visits at DCI as well.
Okay.
I mean, that's great extra comp. Think about it, you get 5 phones out, that's $50 extra in your pocket. Awesome offer.
All right. Thanks for the time, everybody. I know Mr. Police in Detroit's going to be pushing the heck out of it for me, so I'll thank Chris in advance too. So thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Steve.
All right.
All right. With that, we will transition over to Albert Chesser with some important updates from Comcast Xfinity on troubleshooting that's really going to help you guys with things you're seeing in your doors. Albert, I see your screen. Go ahead, take it away.
No problem. Thank you. I also have 2 of our AEs on. We've got Andrew McCurdy and Morgan Kennan. I'll hand it over for them to do most of the talking, and I'll do the steering for you guys. So, Drew, you can go ahead and kick us off.
All right. Hey, everybody. I know, want to thank you all for being on the call. We're going to kick things off really quick with some information about the incentive that we've been running for the last 2 months. We know that you guys have been killing it here. We know that you're excited about it. It's one of our best incentives that we have out there, and that's the $10 spiff for every Xfinity modem that you guys have. This is your reminder that this actually goes through this Friday. So at the current moment, Friday is the last day that we have for the $10 spiff. That means any sales that you get between now and Friday all count all the way up till Friday at 8 p.m. Anything that's activated on Saturday, October 1st, unless this program is extended, which at the moment we don't know if it will be, won't count. So make sure you try to get those sales in between now and Friday. If you're new to this or you haven't heard about it yet, and you're wondering who's eligible, everybody's eligible, just like a lot of our programs. If you sell it, you are eligible to go ahead and get it. How do you get that? Well, it's pretty simple. There is a code that you have down at the bottom. Go to the actual website, do your sale, enter in the information, which is really your name, as well as your email address and the serial number of the modem, which you should already have. Enter that in, and you're going to get that $10 Spiff gift card here. The reason why I love this promotion the best is this really allows you to add $10 or $20, whatever you want per hour, to your actual hourly wage, right? So you sell one, that's $10 per hour. You sell two, $20 per hour. So it's a real great way to increase your maximum money made on everything that we do here. And there's no cap, right? So there's no minimum and there's no cap at the end. So you sell one, that's 10. You sell 10, that's 100. Whatever you do is all up to you. One of the nice things that we're going to be doing as well, in case some of you guys don't know, is we're going to be going around and trying to make sure that we give this money out. We're not trying to hold on to it. So your AE is going to be coming in and saying, hey, I've got sales here that we know were sold, but we don't have anybody that's claimed them. So we're going to be checking to make sure that somebody claims this money. So if you haven't put it in, we still want you to put it in. But don't fret if you put a sale in back in September 3rd or September 5th or anything like that. As long as it was entered between September 1st and September 30th, it is eligible for the money. So don't worry about if you did it, you missed the boat or anything like that. You got till Friday to get those in.
I would just like to volunteer Peterson at DCIprepaid.com. For anyone who has not entered, I will take their submissions.
We'll keep that in mind because we're trying to give this money away. We are not trying to hold on to it because the more that we spend, the more times that we can actually get a program like this back. And you guys have been doing phenomenal with it anyways, though. Does anyone have any questions about it?
One of the keys I want to make sure that you heard, if you guys missed this and you didn't enter your sales, or if you're hearing about this contest late or you've been sleeping on it and you forgot, you can go back in now and enter those sales from September 1st up to the end of the month, September 30th. So if you forgot to enter your sales, make that a priority item today. Write it down. Make sure you get them in there and get that money.
Please do so. The only caveat we have is that it does have to be activated. So you will see there that it does have to be activated within 15 days. Most of your sales should already be activated within a day or two max, unless they need, some special assistance to do that. But it should be fairly quick that you don't have that issue. But if it hasn't been activated, make sure it's activated within 15 days. I think we're ready to move on to the next topic, though.
All right.
We had a comment actually in the box.
Oh.
I haven't put none of mine in. Give it to charity. Unfortunately, Reek, we can't donate the funds to charity. They'll just continue to be unclaimed. But a lot of my locations feel that way. And I always say, go ahead and redeem it and do something special for yourselves at the store. You can buy you guys a team lunch. If there's something maybe you guys want to decorate the store with the holidays coming up, you can always use the money toward anything like that.
Correct. That is a good point. Because again, it's your money. So there's no restrictions on how you spend it. So if you do want to donate it to charity, you do have to claim it first, but you can take that $100, $200, whatever you get from that. And if you want to buy meals and donate those, you can buy meals. You want to buy toys, you want to buy clothes and donate that, feel free to do that. You want to donate to somebody's college fund, do that. All of those work. So if you want to donate it to a charity, we're all about that. Just make sure that you do claim it though as well.
All right, we have another question in chat. How long does it take for us to receive the money? Albert, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, usually it should be around a 2-week threshold for you guys to get an email back to claim your gift card at any point in time. And it's from the date you enter your sale, 2 weeks counting from that. If you feel you've elapsed that window, please reach out to any of your local AEs or myself directly, and we'll help track down those results. We get reporting weekly on entries, so we're able to do a lot of insightful looking to help track those down. But it should be about 2 weeks after you've inputted into the system, as long as it's activated on that same date.
Second part just came in because I feel like sometimes we don't really get them.
Okay.
The other part of sorry, go ahead. So the other
you
part
want to make sure we
is,
check our junk folders too.
Exactly, the junk and spam folders.
Right, but that's also why we have that backup situation, right? We know that they get emailed, but if you're finding that you're not seeing them and it's been 2 weeks, please reach out to us. We can track that down and even resend it pretty quickly.
We just got another message. DCI sent out an email with unclaimed activations this month. We'll try to send another update this week as a reminder of activations that were not claimed yet.
Christmas is coming, guys. Get that money.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on to best practices with Xfinity, what to do when the system says no. I know a lot of us have come across this where we go to run a customer's address and it comes back a red X. That's a hard stop. So when you get this message, when you get this message just saying that it's not available, click on the availability check results. That means it's going to give you a little bit more information about what's going on there. And that just means there's a little bit more work that does involve your AE. So when you click on it, it's going to tell you that there's an active account at this address. And basically that means that you need your AE's assistance to get the old account disconnected so that we can set up the new customer. If it's the same customer, we simply need to have them return all of their old equipment. Once the customer returns all of their old equipment to an Xfinity store, the Xfinity store will actually close out the account, completely clearing it up for us to go ahead and sell them a new prepaid service. However, if it's a different customer, then we need the new customer, the one that's inside of our mobile space, to provide a copy of their lease and their ID, showing that they just moved in so that we can get that old account disconnected. Both of these requests can be handled same day, allowing the customer to come back to the store to go ahead and get the kit from your location. Is Xfinity available to all Elevate Boost stores or just certain areas? Well, Xfinity is available based on the customer's address. So it's a two-part question. A two-part answer, Mary. It really depends.
Yeah, I think for that too, Mary, if your store is not in a Comcast service footprint, your stores would not be eligible to sell Xfinity. If you're close to one, let's reach out to your DCI account rep and we'll try to work on something together to see what opportunities exist there. But the majority of the stores that are inside the Xfinity footprint are eligible to sell our prepaid kits.
So, Mary, Lanier County, where is that? Because she said she's in Lanier County, and I'm not familiar with that. I myself handle Chicago. So all of my doors are in Cook County. Does anyone know where Lanier is? Michigan.
Michigan. We'll check it. There should be parts of it that are there for you, but we'll double check that footprint for you and try to get you in touch with someone. So I'm taking some notes down here, and we'll follow back up with you on that.
Okay, we have another, will it take 24 hours to update? So actually, Juan, it doesn't take 24 hours to update if everything goes through flawlessly. I just had a situation with one of my locations where there was a previous account there. It was not the current customer inside of my Boost Mobile trying to get service. I, as an AE, first attempt to reach out to that previous customer to see if maybe they just forgot to transfer their services out. I was unable to reach that customer, so I needed a copy of the new customer's ID and lease. Unfortunately, she was not able to provide me a copy of her lease, and I simply explained to her, as well as my Boost Mobile reps, that without that second piece of documentation, I would not be able to get the account disconnected. So in those situations where the documents aren't clear or it's not just the entire first page, maybe sometimes customers just provide the receipt part. In that case, it can take up to 24 hours because of the back and forth between the department that clears that up for us, the AE, the Boost rep, and the customer. So that's what takes it longer. It's been more than 24 hours. It's been 2 weeks and I haven't gotten anything, no email. Boost external, are you referring to the gift cards or address checks? I think you might be referring to the gift cards. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if that's the case, we can get with your AE so they can follow up as to what is going on with your gift cards. Do you happen to know who your AE is?
I say if not, he
For
wants to
Xfinity?
shoot us a message with his email. We can look it up and go from there.
All right, we just got another one in. If the customer has Xfinity already but is moving to a different house, what is the process of keeping the same kit? So in order to keep the same kit, that process will be the customer calling into prepaid customer service and having their services transferred from their current address to the new address. These are all really great questions. Please, if you have questions, go ahead and type them in chat or go ahead and ask us. That's what we're here for.
Okay. Well, while we wait and pause there, I'll jump into our last slide here. Just as a reminder, ACP and Xfinity Prepaid is also an option for you there. So if there's ever an opportunity where the customer does not utilize the ACP benefit for Boost, it can be done on the Xfinity side. A customer must apply through the National Verifier portal. There's a 800 phone number that they can call to verify all their application parts have been received. But just a couple of heads up pieces about Xfinity Prepaid and the ACP discounts. The prepaid 7-day refills do not qualify, only the 30 days do. And for that customer to be able to see that ACP discount inside ePay when they make their refills, they have to wait until their 31st day. So their initial activation service needs to expire. They come back into the store to make that refill. As long as it's done between day 31 and 40, and they've set up the ACP declaration correctly, they should see that discount in ePay. If they do not see it in ePay, that customer will pay the normal $45 and be issued a check back with the credit for the difference in that case. So very easy, low stress opportunity. But if you guys do happen to encounter any questions or issues with ACP on the prepaid side, please contact your local Xfinity rep and we'll help assist in those situations as needed. But with that, that's all for us this week, Adam.
Thank you, guys. Awesome information and great interaction for you guys. Lots of great questions. Hopefully you got everything answered. There are also, I see popping up, there's going to be some amazing price changes for Xfinity coming very soon that we will be covering with you guys. So lots of great stuff. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. And let me share my screen. We will jump into the last segment of this week's call, which is going to be the ACP Goldmine opportunities. Let me know if you guys can see my screen, okay?
Gotcha.
Okay, so wanted to show you, there's basically 4 types of dealers out there when it comes to ACP, right? You have Dealer A, which is where I want all of you guys to be, where you're leading with your handsets. Why do I say this is where you should be? One, there seems to be a big disconnect between reps where they think they can only offer those couple devices that are on the hot sheet for ACP at those very low prices. That column with the couple handsets on there, like the Shock, for example, is only if you sell a $0 ACP handset plan, which I would advise you not to sell. Okay, I'd advise you don't sell that $0 ACP handset plan. The reason why, you want your customers to have skin in the game. You want them to have a bill they have to pay every month still. Now they're getting a huge deal on it, but you want them coming into your store month after month so you can see them. You can offer them add-line opportunities. You can offer them accessories. You want that traffic in your store, and it's been proven when a customer has skin in the game with payments, that third month retention is higher. So if I'm you, I'm pushing the $20 ACP plan all day. It's no different than our $50 plan, guys. So if you're selling the $50 plan, why are you not crushing the $20 ACP plan? It's the exact same plan for 60% discount. Like, this is a no-brainer. And if you look at some kind of the numbers here, this was just a mid-month snapshot. None of these were finals, but you can see you got a dealer at a 72% conversion rate with 89 ACP handsets sold, because that dealer understands it. They get it. They're leading with handsets all the time. They have a few tablets on there because, you know, they are aware of the other programs, but it's handsets all day. It's going to increase your 3MR. If a customer has a bill to pay, take two customers. One customer's bill is 30, one customer or 20, one customer's bill is 50, right? Who's going to pay their bill more often? Obviously, it's that customer whose bill is $20 instead of 50. It's a supply and demand, simple economics question, guys. So I understand the process is a little harder. It's, you know, it's more of like, good way to think of it is like doing a postpaid activation, even though we're in prepaid sales, because you have those extra steps. But I'm telling you, they're worth it. The money your store makes on a $20 or a $30 plan is the same. It's a tier 1 activation. Even the $5 plan is a tier 2. But if you sell a $5 ACP, a $20 ACP, or a $30 ACP on the handsets, you get new customer pricing and port-in pricing. Let me repeat that again. You sell a $5 ACP, $20 ACP, $30 ACP, you get new customer pricing on all those plans, and you get port-in pricing on all those plans. Obviously, you want to go towards the 20, and if in the easy pivot there is, well, the $5 plan only has 10 gigs of data. You're going to want more data than that. Strongly recommend you get on the $20 plan, which really my pitch would be the $27 plan, because I'm going to bundle in device protection with that style as well. So instead of the 5, which is really 12, you want to go on 27. So you have the unlimited talk, text, everything you get on our $30 or $50 plan, 35 gigs of data for only $27 a month, right? So that's dealer A. Dealer B, some of you guys out there, you got multiple doors, and there's a lot of doors with goose eggs up there. You're not selling it. You lost faith. At one point in time, there was chargebacks. Guess what? Those chargebacks aren't coming anymore, right? That's been handled. It's been discussed. It wasn't truly a chargebacks. It was stores were paid month 2 in advance that should have been paid. So how do they fix this? They're just not going to pay stores in advance. They're going to make sure that the customer actually uses the device, and then they're going to pay it, which is another reason why handsets are so good. You know, customers are going to use handsets every single month. But if you've lost faith in this program, I'm telling you right now, you are missing the boat. This is low-hanging fruit. This is the easiest money you guys are going to make. Make sure you guys get on board with it, and you want to leave your handsets all day. The third type of dealer I see out there is dealers that are going with, I'm just going to make sure I really push tablets, because tablets are paid guaranteed up front, month 1, no chargebacks. Sure, tablets are a great extra sale, but if you're not doing the handsets, you're really missing the boat. And clearly, if you're doing all these tablets, you know how to do ACP. So why aren't you doing the handsets? You're getting paid the exact same amount, but it's cheaper for your customers, and your 3rd month retention is proven to be higher. Customers who are on ACP for their phone payments, if they have skin in the game, $5 or more, have a higher 3MR than your normal $50 customers, right? So don't be a dealer that just sells tablets and hotspots. Yes, that's a quick money up front month 1, but why do you want that quick upfront month 1 money, which is only a fraction of what you could get if you did the same thing with the handset, right? Then you have the 4th type of dealer, which is balanced. This is also a fantastic dealer where you're selling all of it. You're offering it, you're qualifying your customers. You know, that's a great dealer too. You're selling your handsets, you're selling tablets, and maybe a hotspot here and there. But, you know, those are all the kind of what we see from dealer behaviors out there. But I'm telling you right now, if you are not leading with handsets each and every time, you are missing the boat. And I come here each and every week to make your stores as successful as possible. And that is the major key. So what's my mission for you guys? Shift your focus to lead with these handset offers. It's proven to increase your 3MR. We've had a deep dive into dealer numbers who have a lot of ACP sales. And you don't see this on the DLAR, but you can go into ePay and you can sort your activations from your ACP customers and look at customers who are on the $50 plan, then look at customers who are on the ACP $20 plan. And it's seen over and over and over again, those ACP customers have a higher 3MR. So you got to update your guys' mentality, shift it to maximize that profitability at your door level, and lead with these ACP handsets each and every time. How do you do that? What's a great best practice to do that? Focus on 6 great rate plans to choose from. And when I say 6 great rate plans, yes, we have a lot of rate plans out there. There are more than 6. But when I say focus on 6, let me just skip forward and show them to you, right? Give customers this offer. You have your $5 plan, your $20 plan, and your $30 plan. Or you can choose our $35 plan, or $50 plan, or our $60 plan. When you put these next to each other, the 5 over the 35. So you get unlimited talk and text, and 10 gigabytes of data. Or you can go $20 or $50. Unlimited talk and text, 35 gigs of 5G, 4G data, 12 gig hotspot, add-a-lines are $30 a month. Or you got 30 or 60, unlimited talk and text, 35 gigs of data, 30 gigs of hotspot, and the add-a-line's 40. Well, when you put these plans next to each other, this is an easy way to close your customers. If I see, here's a 20, here's a 50, they're the exact same, obviously I want to go with the 20, right? So when you position it this way to your customers, and they say, okay, yeah, I'll go with the 20. Okay, great. That's called our affordable connectivity program. We should take a couple steps to see if you qualify for it. Do you have SNAP, WIC, or Medicaid? It'll just take a couple minutes. We'll run your applications and see if you qualify. Okay, so you get them in there. You show them our regular plans. You show them these plans. When they go with that lower price, which customers will go with the lower price, obviously, because it's a no-brainer. That's when you then qualify for them for the offer. If they don't qualify for it, no worries. Then you put them on our standard $50 plan, because they're not going to qualify for that lower one anyway, right? And if they don't qualify, then great. They must be doing better off financially, and they don't need that extra government assistance. But if you position it this way, as these 6 plans to customers to choose from, and notice there's no zeros on here because we want skin in the game, you're going to get customers to buy into this program. Your reps are going to buy into it, and it works. This is actually the best practice. When I told you that dealer who had a 70% conversion rate, this is what they're doing, right? We don't need to reinvent the wheel. They're happy to share best practices, and this is what they are doing, guys. They're out there. They're saying, here's 6 plans to choose from. Choose which one works best for you. When they go with the lower one, they then qualify them for ACP. Make sure you guys are comfortable. If you're not comfortable selling ACP, there's new videos, I believe, that were put out there just last week that literally goes start to finish. For a time, I'm not going to play it on this call, but they did start to finish. They kind of redid everything, because I know the plans have changed, where you can, it's on the sales portal. You can see everything from start to finish, how to sell ACP, how to close, how to ring it up in ePay. It's all out there. If you need to be retrained on it, get retrained. Again, it is more like a post-paid sale, so you need to become an expert in that. If you want to be an expert at your job, you guys have to know this. All right. Again, we talked about the new customer pricing, important pricing applying on the $5, $20, and $30 ACP plans. You do get that tier 1 comp on the 20 and the 30. And also, again, I mentioned it earlier, but very important reminder, make sure you're putting your value-added services on your ACP. So it's not one line for 20, it's one line for 27. It's not one line for 5, it's one line for 12. And it's not one line for 30, it's one line for 37. Now, what phone works best on this? iPhones, bro. Sell iPhone. Customers want iPhones all day. If you can get an iPhone, and then you can get your bill at $27 or $37 a month, what a great value for those customers. All right, the $0 plans are still out there. If you're talking about a hotspot or a tablet, those plans are out there with unlimited or 10 gigabytes of data. I guess there's no unlimited talk and text, but there is a 10 gigabytes of data for those tablet plans. I don't want to turn those customers away, obviously, but it's not going to be my lead offer. If a customer doesn't want to go with the phone, then hey, no better option than to pivot to the tablet, which the new tablet that's out there is $50 currently. Once the old tablets sell out, we will see a price drop on there. But just a reminder, that tablet price is a little higher currently, but there are some spiffs to help you with those sales. Lastly, just want to mention real quick, make sure you're taking clear pictures, otherwise the applications will get rejected. And utilize Smile and Dial. A lot of doors that we have not been pushing Smile and Dial as hard as we used to have fallen off. When I come and look at your guys' Smile Dial numbers, it's a little disappointing, I'll be honest, right? You guys keep focusing on Smile Dial. It should be just general business practice. And Smile Dial is such a huge opportunity to push ACP. Keep in mind, when you're in Smile Dial buckets, you can search on what rate plan a customer's on. So any customer who has one line on a $50 rate plan, you can call them and offer them 2 lines of service for that same $50 a month if they qualify. If they have SNAP, WIC, or Medicaid, you would make that their primary, move their existing line to the secondary, which is a $30 add-a-line, so they get 2 lines for $50 instead of just that one. If you guys aren't using Smile Dial and pushing ACP, It's another big opportunity. You know, you can say a miss. Opportunity sounds more positive. It's another big opportunity for you guys to really crush your numbers. So we're measuring this stuff closely. We got a few days left in September, but want to see a big lift in your guys' phone sales in October and moving forward. Because I'm telling you, it's just easy money. All right. That's all we got for you this week. I know we're a couple minutes over. I'll open it up. Are there any questions at this time? No questions? All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Have a great week of selling. Don't forget to start shopping for your Halloween costumes early before they sell out. It's my favorite season. It's fall. Fall's here. Weather's beautiful. Halloween's coming. I love it. I love you guys. Thanks for having the call. We'll talk to you next Monday. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye-bye.